Diversity. It has been said that diversity is the spice of life. In biology, diversity is not only the spice of life, it is the meat and potatoes. Our biological world is full of diversity. It only takes a few seconds of looking around to notice how different life on our planet can be. The amount of variation among species is astounding. It is estimated that there are around 1.5 to 2 million known species of organisms on our planet, with thousands of more being added each year. Imagine if you were tasked to compile a list of all the species on Earth. How would you organize it? Organizing the vast amount of species is a major part of biology. It has been an ongoing process that actually started in ancient Greece. The Greek philosopher Aristotle was the first person to come up with and publish a system that organizes life on Earth. He came up with 10 categories and used words like genus and species. Although much has been learned since Aristotle's time, scientists today still use categories to organize species into groups. Categories are not only useful in organization, but also in communication. Let's explore how categories can be used to communicate large amounts of information quickly. For example, if I say the word food, what images come to mind? Did you picture metals, rocks, glass, plastic? Probably not. These are things that are outside of the concept or category of food. Let's use what we call a Venn diagram to illustrate this. Food is a category that describes things you eat. Things you eat go inside the circle labeled food, and things you don't eat go outside the circle. Food can be broken down into further categories. Let's pick a couple foods and further categorize them. Let's use an apple, red licorice, bacon, a blueberry, and cheddar cheese. So, how should we divide these up? How should we categorize them? We could divide them by color, with reds and non-reds. We could divide them by shape, round or straight. By taste, sweet or non-sweet. We could do size, smaller than, let's say, 5 centimeters or larger than 5 centimeters. We could even do it by nutritional values, like using the food pyramid. Okay, so now that we've made some categories of food, how does that help me? Let's use a food that you probably haven't heard of to illustrate how classifying food can create immediate communication of characteristics. Let's use the cherimoya. So, how can I communicate to you what a cherimoya is? Let's use some of the categories we made earlier. That should help. Cherimoya is a food, so you can exclude images of metal, rocks, etc. If I tell you that it's eaten in South America, that probably doesn't help out too much. Wait, we didn't make a category for where things are eaten, did we? So let's use the ones we actually created. How about color? Does telling you that the cherimoya is green help very much? If we use our color category, since it's not red, it would be lumped in with the non-reds, with cheese and blueberry. Not very helpful. How about size? It's larger than 5 centimeters. Still not too helpful. There's a lot of food out there that's a lot bigger than 5 centimeters. Okay, well, what if I tell you that it's a fruit? Now we're getting somewhere. You have a pretty good concept of the category of food we call fruit. You probably know at least 10 to 20 different kinds of foods that all fit in the category fruit. You probably know that it's fleshy and most likely sweet. You know it's probably colorful. You know it probably has seeds. You know you should probably eat 2 to 4 servings from that category every day. Saying that a cherimoya is a fruit is pretty descriptive. Hopefully that little exercise was helpful in looking at how we can gain a lot of information from using categories.
Wait, you want to see what a cherimoya looks like? Okay, here you go. I hope you enjoyed learning about the usefulness of categories. Please join me next time as we explore some of the ways scientists have divided things into categories in the past and the present.